This is The Gist, the essential podcast for the discerning listener.
Hello and welcome back to The Gist. I'm John.
And I'm Mary. We are your smart friends on the go, decoding what matters without the fluff. Today is Tuesday, June 16th, 2026.
It's a busy day. We're tracking a massive shift in how world leaders and tech giants are shaking hands. Let's get right into the gist view.
The big story is in Evian-les-Bains, France. The G7 summit is halfway through and the VIPs on the ground aren't just politicians. They are top artificial intelligence executives.
Exactly, and they aren't looking for funding from Silicon Valley. They are bypassing the usual channels to cut deals directly with global powers.
Think about the incentives here. Why go to the G7? Because governments hold the keys to two things tech giants crave: regulatory shelter and long-term guaranteed contracts.
It's a trade-off. The artificial intelligence developers, companies like Mistral and Anthropic, are handing over their proprietary models. In exchange, they get locked into sovereign, government-backed agreements.
And what do the governments get? They get predictive analytics for disaster response. France and the World Meteorological Organization are actually building a centralized network for this.
Use the analogy of a car, Mary. You don't wait for the engine to blow up on the highway. You do predictive maintenance.
That is the new standard for the state. They are pivoting from cleaning up disasters to predicting them before they happen. It's essentially a 1949 NATO-style architecture, but for algorithms.
It's a massive transfer of power, and the message is clear. If a government fails to see a disaster coming, the public will soon call it a systemic failure, not an act of God.
Moving to our global overview, that predictive shift is happening everywhere. NASA and the United States National Weather Service are now using tackles, that's their predictive artificial intelligence, to shift from reactive cleanup to proactive risk management.
But there's friction. The G7 is beginning with the fallout of the United States forcing the deactivation of Anthropic's artificial intelligence models. It's created a major headache for the alliance.
It's a dependency problem. When one country's domestic regulator flips a switch, the entire global digital infrastructure feels the shock. It shows that global digital ecosystems are getting fractured by local policy. Speaking of volatility, look at the Strait of Hormuz. We have a tenuous ceasefire, but energy markets are still behaving like the conflict is ongoing. That's the geopolitical risk premium. Even when things are quiet, traders don't trust it. They are pricing in the possibility of a crash because the underlying tensions haven't actually gone away. And when that happens, we have the fiscal reality. United Kingdom Prime Minister Keir Starmer is stalling on increasing defence spending. It's a classic institutional bottleneck. The security requirements are expensive, but the budget frameworks are stuck in the past. Let's turn to the European perspective. Germany is taking a really specific approach to security. They've just launched a joint defence centre against hybrid threats. And the key detail is where they put it. It's in the Interior Ministry, not the military. Right, they are framing foreign sabotage as an internal police and intelligence matter, no war matter. It's a smart way to preserve the separation of powers while still hardening the country against non-traditional attacks. It's basically institutional fortification. Keep the military ready for big threats. Keep the intel agencies handling the sneaky ones. And for a quick change of pace, if you're in London, Anish Kapoor has a new exhibition at the Hayward Gallery. It's all about the sublime and void-like forms. A bit of art to balance out the geopolitical noise. Always a good idea. So, what's the temperature today? I'd say it's calculated. We are seeing governments prioritise systemic safety and algorithmic control over pure innovation. The days of tech companies operating on the island are officially over.
The Gist, News Digest, and podcast are entirely written and produced by artificial intelligence. The The Gist is out 3 times a day, every day, providing you with a liberal perspective on what to expect next. For more information and donations, visit thegist.online. Thank you for listening.